and thoughtfulness of Mr. Menon for setting up this indoor shooting range, the first of its kind in the state of Nagaland, and also at the national level. This is one aspect fitting the advanced society and the sign of advancing, and also fulfillment of the desire and the needs of the rifle and pistol lovers, the shooters. Many people does many things, but this is what many people could not even think of. Nobody had even thought of having this facility in our land. This is wonderful contribution, wonderful blessing, and wonderful service towards the rifle and pistol lovers. I want to thank God for having a man like this, living thoughtfully, full of innovative ideas and full of heart and love for the shooters. This will be an institution which would nurture the power of mind, the concentration power and sporting spirit among the sports-loving people, both young and old. Whatever new ideas or thought comes to our mind is a creation of God for the glorification of His mighty name. So we can do a lot, taking the name of Almighty God. And as we have foreseen that many rifle lovers would be interested in coming up and they'll come searching for this institution. On behalf of the colony people and my behalf, I want to thank God for having you, popularizing our colony, our district, and our state. And as soon as we start having a shooting competition at various levels, it'll become more popular and more popular. I do not find any other words than to say Mr. Merang has made a good start. May God bless you.
Thank you, Sri Nikasi Sama, and thank you for the understanding and encouragement shown. Next, I'd like to call on our chief guest, honorable chief guest, to say a few words.
Mr. Chairman, to Shemchen, Mr. Merang Chamir, and friends gathered here today. I'm happy to be here today in this inauguration of the Aris Air Rifle and Shooting Institution. First of all, let me compliment Mr. Merang and his lady wife for the efforts and realization of his dreams and his passion, one by one. Not only in the hopes and aspirations, but fruition, physical aspects. And also that it's not only an institution for rifle and air pistol, but a complex which offers opportunities for young people to develop their talents and to achieve little by little, step by step, the professionalism which people need in order to give fruition to their talents and gifts. This shooting, people have a misconception. They attribute it as killing. Until recently, the concept was that for shooting, there should be moving object, and most of it lives, and especially human lives, made by God in His image, and also other world moving things. Well, if there is a war which is imposed or in which a country or people are threatened, that's another matter. Sometimes people may not have a choice. But in the ordinary sense, shooting has become a sport in all international events, and this calls for dedicated training, regulation, and years and years of practice. Sustained practice, not like the practice some of us in Nagaland would like to do, day and night, 1 week before going for competition, and leaving things to chance. And for this, opportunities should come. Many years back, I saw a very important commentary and it struck me. And this showed some children playing footballs on the street, irritating motorists, passers-by, scolding the children. Why do you play on the street? But then the commentator had to say, well, they may be playing at the wrong place. But why the right places haven't come? No. Why the government and the society has not provided the opportunities, facilities for these young budding talents to practice? And while at the right time, when children they have got the energy, the desire, and the ability to develop their talents, why they are compelled to play on a public motor road? And we get angry with them. We should get angry with ourselves because these young talents, gifted young children, we have not given them the opportunities. Where are the playing fields? Why these are not coming up? Why opportunities are not given at the right time? And then when these people go up to national level, we blame them. That you cannot bring laurels to the country, you have not played well. Because these achievements are not made by 1 day practice, 1 week practice. The talents have to be honed, developed from a young stage. Here the question of facilities, opportunities that are to be given. As far as shooting is concerned, India, a country which could not afford to do well in this costly practice, game of shooting, is a very costly thing, because not everybody can afford the gun or weapon that is used in the international competitions, costing 1 lakh is the bottom side of it, and the ammunition and the time. But then India has proved that even in the Olympics, we can walk away with a championship. And there are many talents even in this corner of the country. But then the opportunities should come. And these opportunities, facilities cannot be left only to the government. It should come both in the government and private sector, not seasonal, one for 2 days in a year and then close, but opportunity like an institution and an academy where people at all times, every day, can come and give a practice. In foreign countries, or even in India, now at the professional level, ammunition is not a question. It's only a question of whether the man has got the stamina to shoot and finish all the ammunition provided in buckets. Here, constraint is the ammunition also, the weapons. And since this cannot be acquired by everybody, it's only right at the right time, at the appropriate time, that an entrepreneur who has got a passion himself has set up this institution. I compliment him once again. The art of shooting. People are talented, and in Nagaland, there's hunting, shooting, outdoor living people. And till now, people thought that all these opportunities for target practice, shooting should come outdoors in the jungles, natural. That is one way. But then if we want to bring in professionalism, regulation, then indoors, with sophisticated weapons, ranges, targets, regulations, and not with restriction of time at all hours. That is the way this professional training is moving in now. Last year, towards the end of last year, we had this Nagaland University shooting championship. I was asked to be there. We went there in Science College. It was organized well because the Deputy Director of Sports of the Nagaland University is also one of the known members of the National Rifle Association, and he could guide. And we were very happy that so many boys and girls were doing very well, steady, from the colleges had come and participated. And they were also happy they had seen weapons, they had not seen costly weapons, which are of the same standards, same specification as you use in the national championship. And unlimited ammunition, not the small bore type ammunition, but even for air rifle, very good ammunition is necessary. And these are the areas, like the institutions, like the colleges, and even schools. But why I say it's expensive, that's why the universities, rifle clubs, and institutions like this should provide the opportunity at the right time for all the people like us who have been shooting. But then the more we shoot, we become worse, eyesight become worse, the hands become less steady. So then the younger lots should come up, and opportunities should be given at the right age, at the right time, at the right place, with the right regulation, discipline. I've spent a lot of time, but I feel that this is quite important. It is in this direction. Earlier, as Merang has mentioned, the Dimapur Rifle Club, as well as now it is called Association, Kohima Rifle Club. And this gave an opportunity for few gentlemen and ladies, because younger people were not there at that time, opportunities were not there. And also because of the difficult situation in the state, handling of weapons was a risky venture. Only those people who own their own guns of different calibers, any caliber, all rifles or guns used to come along, and even the regulation says that only this caliber, we had to shoot whatever was available. That was how it began. But then at the Nagaland, this State Rifle Association also, we have come to realize, and we have been advising, no, just like in the football also, the young shooters and the people who should go up to the national level should come up from the small clubs or small institutions. The Nagaland Rifle Association is only the umbrella, federating umbrella, which will organize meets and all that. But the actual shooting should come from the different clubs, different institutions, which provide, opportunities at their own doorsteps. And that is how we should build up. We have got talents. Now that the opportunities are coming at doorstep, I'm very happy that this has come up. The one thing which Merang Chami has mentioned, the Nagaland Rifle Association is a body, but we could not get affiliation to the National Rifle Association because he had laid down that they should have minimum so many rifle clubs. And for many years we had only Kohima and Dimapur. They said that at least 3 should be there. So now we have organized with the Nagaland Police Rifle Club, and others are coming. So it's only a question of time that we get the affiliation. And once that is done, facilities for getting sophisticated weapons, ammunition will be there to help institutions like this also. Right now, because our formal affiliation is not there, we are not getting it at the subsidized rate, imported rate. We have to buy weapons at very high market prices. That's why there's a little delay, but I think things will improve very soon. I have spoken a long time, but I thought I'll share a few of those things. And Merang and his wife, it's a very good thing that the such complex, where not only the shooting, but music and other activities where young people and all alike can come, and not only for professionalism, but as a source of recreation. And when people are made to come as a rule by regulation, people distaste it. But people, when they come as a part of relaxation, where the opportunities are there, then the talents and the skills also naturally develop. And such an area we appreciate it has come up. And earlier, you see, we have lived through difficult times also. In the 90s, early 90s, I was home commissioner. And though situations were sometimes difficult, it was sometimes when clashes, whether it was difficult to go on the road also. But then I personally supported that life should go on. Why should we live only in suspense, tension? There should be beauty contests. There should be football competitions. No, life in all its aspects should go on, in spite of all the things. Even during World War, even in the battlefield, people used to have football matches, singing competitions. That's how life is complete. Live life to the full as God is given. So, with these few words, I have expressed a few things.